Hello guys and welcome to yet another video, and today I have this Voltric 0.9 DG badminton racket. So before going ahead, I would just like to tell you that if you are a beginner, you can just see this video, but don't be so entertained that you will purchase this racket. No, this is not at all for you if you are a beginner. Plus there are 0.5 dg and 0.7 dg rackets from Voltric. They are good, but the 0.9 dg racket is the most improved one out of them all because of the weight and all. The weight is just 88 grams and the latter two will have 89 grams or 93 grams, so the weight difference is there. Now the typical Yonex cover. The cover is good. Let's keep it aside, and here is your racket. The beautiful blade is here, as you can see. So first of all, we'll see the price. It's written 4575 if you can see the MRP, and I got this for 3500. So this is a made in Taiwan product. So we are holding the grip. So talking about the grip size, it is G4, the typical G4 as we get in most Yonex racket. Plus we have a aero box frame here in the frame, aero box. So aero box frame basically will increase your maneuverability, and it will give value to your shots. So that's also a very good feature. Now talking about the type of this racket, like who can play with this. So I've got a strung racket with these strings. I would of course remove these strings, and I will cut the string, and I will cut this racket with a BG66 or maybe a leaning number 1, or maybe you can say leaning number 3. So that depends on your play. I'm a very aggressive player and I've a singles player, so for an outright winner of course I have to get a good string. BG65 or Nano G95 or any defensive string won't do justice for me. So this is how it goes. But these strings, these are just gutted at, I think it will be 18 to 20 lb, I think, not more than that. You can say 18 lb, not more than that. So these strings are also fine. They are not really thick like a usual typical Yonex string in a gutted racket. So here it is. Plus the type of this racket, if you are a beginner, can you play with this? No, of course not. If you are an intermediate, yes, good for you. And if you are a professional, of course no. So this racket is tailor made for a intermediate player. Now the reason being, this is a heavy head racket. Heavy head means the weight point will be more towards the head side. So this is a heavy head racket. And in a heavy head racket, you have to warm up really good. Okay, you have to dribble really good. I mean, before playing a game, you should have a great warm up, like you should run, you should skip, and also some you can say aerial dribbling sessions before you go on to a game. Reason being, this is a heavyweight racket and it will increase the chances of injury, the shoulder injury, or you can say wrist injury. So if you are purchasing any heavier racket and if you think that wow, I will hit a smashes now, then don't be so amused. You should have a great warm up before, so to decrease the chances of any injury. So if you're an intermediate player, entry level player, or district level player, you can go with this racket. This will surely do the justice for you, but I would recommend you to remove these strings and go with the desired string which you want. So the shaft, of course, the high flex shaft, the flexibility is really good. As I think you can't see, I'm really sorry guys. I'll keep improving the quality of my videos. I received a comment just some days before that if your editing will be good, then you may achieve more subscribers. I'm really sorry guys, I don't really know editing. I have basic editing skills. I'm not really pro at it. I just know about badminton and I just share my information with you. I don't have any um, perspective to monetize my channel or to get some money. I just want to share the information with you, that because I love it, and that's it. So editing part and all to make my videos good, I'm surely learning, and I hope I will learn some good things and I will come up with some new good things for my subscribers. 532 subscribers as of now, so I'm really happy with them. Now, as I told you, high flexibility shaft. High flexibility means that you will get value for your shots. High flexibility means when you will hit a shot, the racket will be, you know, it will be elasticated like this, and the shot will be, so you will get value for your shots in a high flexible racket. High flexible means your shaft will be very flexible, and when you hit a shot, when you bring your racket downwards, the head will be like this because of the flexibility, and it will come like this to the shuttle, so you will generate more power in your shots. And especially this racket is great for smashes. You will get great value for your smashing because this is a heavy head and of course the high flexible racket. So of course the inbuilt T joint which you will expect in this racket, isometric frame. Isometric means the horizontal and vertical strings will be equal, so you get a more sweet spot. So this is about isometric. And I played with this racket. I actually ordered two, so I played with this racket in the indoor courts, of course, with these strings. So I'm not getting any value for my shots. These are very basic strings. So again, I would recommend you to remove these strings and go for another one. Now, which string should you buy? Okay, so if you are a very aggressive player and durability is not a factor in your book, then go for leaning number one, maybe BG66, or you can say leaning number three with a gauge of 0.62 or 0.63. I'm not really sure. There are many strings from Kizuna with gauge of 0.65 and below, so you can also go with them. And the desired string tension, so this racket can take up to 35 lb, but if you want to increase the life of your racket, of course if you're purchasing this racket, that means that you're not a sponsored player. So if you want to increase the life of the frame, then take two fingers, and if there is 35, put two fingers below, that is 33. That is what my coach said, thumb rule. So I will go with 33 lbs at a maximum. But of course if you are an intermediate player, of course this racket is for an intermediate player, so they can go with any string tension from 26 lb to 33 lb. That depends on your play. Remember, as you always say in my video, if you are going with a very offensive string and with a very high tension, and if you hit this spot, the string will break. Okay, so if you want a little durability, if you want to check money from your pocket, have a check at it, so you can get it at around 30 lb, from 26 to 30 lb. And again guys, I know that all the intermediates will be watching this video, also some beginners, but the smashes and all that does not depends on how high your racket's string tension is. It depends on how sweetly you time the shuttle from the center spot. If you hit the shuttle from this spot, of course the speed will not be there, so uh, the more the sweet spot you hit, the speed of the smash will be really good. So higher tension does not guarantee you a great smash. Okay, so forget about that. Now as I told you about the offensive string, okay, but if you are a you can say all-round player, if you also like to defend and also like to you are also offensive, so BG80 will be the best string for you. You can't go for anything. BG80 at 30 lb, you will love it guys, I'm just telling you, please go for it. I understand that people have different type of games, but BG80 at 30 lb, you will surely love it. I'm just telling you. And if you are a defensive player, uh, if you also like some durability with your racket, which of course as the intermediate you won't like, but if you also do, then also you can go with BG65 titanium at 33 lb or 32 lb, or you can say Nano G95, Nano G99 at around 30 to 33 lb. You will of course love it if you go with high string tension in a very defensive string. So if you're a beginner, of course, and if you have purchased this racket, So guys, I would request you to please have a warm up before playing the game with this racket, because it will have an injury for you and you will stop playing the game. So if you want some interest with this game, please give a great warm up before the game. I'm talking about a beginners, of course intermediates will do. So if you're a beginner and purchase this racket, so what string will you buy for it? I would recommend you to go for BG65, Nano G95, Nano G99, or maybe leaning number 7. Okay, not more than that, because the reason being, if you will go for a very offensive string as a beginner, so there is great chances that you will hit this spot and your strings will break. So it really takes a toll at your pocket. And I understand that I was a beginner 3 to 4 years ago, and how it felt when my strings got broken. So this was my initial expressions. Hope you liked my video. If you did like, please give a thumbs up and please subscribe to my channel, because I'll be coming up with more unboxing stuff in the future as well. So stay tuned for more. Bye bye for now, and I hope you all are vaccinated now, guys. Bye.